Well, good Sunday evening, y'all. It has turned out to be an interesting evening, but let's get down to the numbers and then we'll go over the day and let you know what happened here this evening. So today I slept in till 11:30, so I didn't even have breakfast. I had lunch. So I had 1,785 calories, or I'm supposed to have. Sorry, y'all. I did have 1,876, so went over just a little bit. And I worked off 638, giving me a net of 1,238 and under by 548. So it was good. And there's one picture I forgot to take. I don't know if you remember seeing those before, a bag of Whoppers. But I had quite a few of those today, so I had more candy today. But I did work a lot of it off, if not all of it off, with the 638 exercise calories. And I also got my walk in this evening. Y'all, I did a mile in 20 minutes. I was booking it. And it was fun. I was like, wow, my body is that strong and it's just getting stronger. So that was fun. That was great to do. So this late morning, I got up about 11:30 this morning. I took my blood sugar. It was 90. That's a normal person's blood sugar. So that was good. So I was excited about that. I forgot to weigh this morning because when I sleep late, I usually weigh less, but I forgot to weigh. But that's okay. I'll weigh in the morning, see what it looks like. Anyway, but I did that. And then after I made lunch, while I was making lunch, I was like, it's supposed to be nice and cool. We're supposed to have a cold front come through tonight. Be nice and cool the next several weeks and maybe stay cool. And I was like, it's definitely chili time. So I was getting all my stuff together, had the meat, had the beans, had the vegetables. I was looking through my spices and realized I was out of chili powder. Well, I wasn't going to go to the store for chili powder. I was like, I'll just make a ground beef stew. And so that's what I did. I put rosemary, I put purslane, I put basil, I put cayenne pepper and garlic salt in there, along with pinto beans that I boiled up during the day with some garlic salt, and then threw that in there and crumbled up some ground beef and had a can of diced tomatoes, had a can of corn, and then I had a bag of frozen peas and carrots. So I put all that in there with all those good herbs and spices and just let it cook all together. I had browned up the meat, I had softened the beans, and then I put everything together. Oh, and I had cut a red onion in there too. And y'all, it was good. And I am looking forward to enjoying that the rest of this week. Ooh, yeah. So, turned out to be a ground beef stew, and I like it. So anyway, that's what I was working on while I was cooking lunch. And for lunch, I got a couple, because I usually like to get a bigger package of ground beef, so then I either freeze some of it or I cook it up so I can have meals for the week. And so for lunch, I made 3 small ground beef patties and just ate 2 of them. And while I'm cooking those, I slice up just a little bit of red onion and put that in the pan while it's cooking so the red onion can saute. And then when it's all cooked, before I take it out of the pan, I put the sauteed onions on the beef patty. And then I put just a little bit of cheese. So I had a slice of white cheddar, and I split it up among the 3 patties. And y'all, it was good. So I had toasted my bread. I had cut half an avocado. I had cut some tomato. And I had that with my nice ground beef. patty. So it was good. It was a good lunch. Had a cup of milk with it. And then for dinner, I had a delicious beef stew. It's good, y'all. And I've got tons of it, so I can have it for the week. And I might freeze it if it gets midweek and I'm looking like I won't be able to finish it. I might freeze some of it, so we'll see. But anyway, I hope y'all have had a good day. So I had gotten in gardening this morning, got out there and was working in it. And then I also, this evening, before weather kind of got severe, I had gone on my walk and it was just a pretty sunset. And then about 9 o'clock, like they were saying, oh, we might have severe weather about 6, and nothing at 6. And about 9 o'clock this evening, it was like, oh, you're under the thunderstorm warning. Okay, I can deal with that. That's fine, just stay inside and don't mess with anything. And they said we might get some hail, so I went ahead and brought the plants onto the porch. And so I was like, okay, I'll at least give them some shelter because the porch is covered. And then about 9:15, we were under a tornado warning. So Heather gathered herself up and Casper and got what I needed, and we went into our little shelter room. One thing that's nice in this apartment building I'm on, or in, we have 2 stories and I'm on the bottom floor, and all of our laundry rooms back up to each other. So we have all that plumbing in that concentrated area. And so that's where I go to shelter in place. Being a Texan, you already have your game plan, and yeah, you learn from an early age. You always have a game plan, and you try and stick with it as best you can, and you have a few other game plans if that one doesn't work. So anyway, one thing I did learn a few years ago from just watching news and, excuse me, y'all. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry about that yawn. I hope y'all didn't catch it. And if you did, don't pass it back. But anyway, I learned a few years ago that whenever there's like a potential for tornado or anything that's really going to cause damage to buildings or anything like that, make sure you have on a good pair of tennis shoes. Because if your area gets hit and you're going out barefoot, you're going to cut your feet up and potentially, lead to damage on your feet. So I threw on a comfortable pair of tennis shoes, and me and Casper, we went into our little shelter room, and I always bring him a little bit of food and some treats and water. And then I've already got stuff in there, like a few like granola bars and some bottles of water in there. And then I have a first aid kit too. So in case the worst happens, I've got something prepared, and that's just the way I do things. Being a native Texan, I learned a long time ago, you just be prepared, and if nothing happens wrong, then that's good. And if something does go wrong, then you've at least got something to deal with it. But anyway, otherwise, we did good. It passed through us. It came close, y'all. Our sirens were going off. And it passed probably a street down from me. So, yeah, it was close. And I was glad we stayed in our shelter the whole time, and just very glad we had that shelter to go to. So just, if you think about it, pray for the people that actually did get into the tornado. There were several businesses, there were several homes. I don't know the extent of the damage yet, but I know it's gone through a very populated area. So just, if you think of it, pray for Texas, and now it's heading up into Oklahoma and into East Texas. So just say a little prayer tonight before you go to bed, just thinking of us here in Texas and Oklahoma and whoever else it's going to go to. But I hope y'all have been doing well and have had a good day. It was a good day. Otherwise, we had a good day. It was just relaxing and got some chores done, and, things I needed to get done, I got done. And so that was good. But I hope y'all have a good week, because tomorrow is Monday morning. But anyway, hope y'all do have a great week. And if you like this video, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And welcome to the new subscribers we got this week. That's awesome that you're becoming a part of my journey. I love it. And look forward to getting to know y'all. And we will catch you tomorrow.